This video is for anyone who's ready for a change, not a total life makeover, just a little shift and reset. Because you've been feeling a little off lately, you're not miserable, but something is missing. More importantly, you know that you want more. You want to feel better in your body, you want to be more confident in your decisions, and you just want to be proud of how your life looks and more importantly feels, but you don't even know where to start. I'm going to walk you through 5 different categories where you can start to upgrade your life. And so by the end of this video, you're going to have simple strategies that you can start implementing to upgrade your life today. It's not going to be anything crazy, no $500 routine here, just small shifts that will start to build momentum in your life. So number 1 is your appearance. You have to dress like the person that you're becoming. And it's not about being superficial, it's all about alignment here. Because face it, in today's world, you are being judged by what you look like on the outside and how put together you look and how you're dressed. And so your outside definitely needs to match who you're becoming on the inside. I want you to start by first going through your closet. You know that dress that probably doesn't fit anymore, but you keep promising yourself it's gonna fit, or you keep telling yourself, let me just keep it, like I might be able to wear it later. Get rid of it. By get rid of it, I mean donate it. Clean out your closet because you don't want to hold on to clothes that don't fit you or don't flatter you, or maybe don't even just feel like you anymore. Pinterest is a great resource for finding inspo, so just make vision boards or like mood boards for like wardrobes and like sort of clothing aesthetics that match where you want to go. And then you can start doing research on how to find budget-friendly options for those clothes. Also, when it comes to appearance, don't sleep on tailoring your clothes. That is such an important aspect that a lot of people miss. Your clothes don't need to be expensive, okay? They just need to fit right. So if it's too loose or it doesn't fit here or there, that makes you not look well put together. So definitely find a tailor in your area if you can, someone affordable, and get your clothes tailored and altered to fit your body. I promise you, it makes all the difference. For example, something I always have to get altered are a pair of jeans. I just never find a pair of jeans that work for my body type, so I always have to get them taken in, and it makes all the difference in making my jeans look nicely tailored and making my overall outfit look put together. Another key part about your appearance is your hairstyle. You want to have a hairstyle that makes you feel confident and makes you feel like you're looking your best. And honestly, it can take a while to find this. I play around with color all the time and I still go back and forth with which color I like the best. I go through like different colors, but it takes a while. But find like a few signature hairstyles that just elevate your total look and more importantly, make you feel confident. We want to make sure we're taking care of our skin. You don't have to have a 12-step skincare routine, but definitely the basics like cleanser, a good moisturizer, sunscreen. Even with makeup, you may not be a makeup person, but there are different things you can do in grooming just to make sure that you look together. So making sure your eyebrows are done, making sure you have the right foundation or powder that matches your skin tone. Making sure that if you're going to do like a lipstick or a lip gloss, that you find the most flattering shade for you. I think everyone should have a go-to beauty routine that they do when they're going into work or they have meetings or anything like that. Again, you don't have to put a lot of makeup on if that's not your thing, but have a go-to routine that you stick to every single time that makes you feel the most beautiful. A lot of times people will talk about not knowing how to do makeup, like they want to learn how to do it because they feel like that's what's missing from their overall routine. Guys, if you're watching this, you're on YouTube. There's so many beauty tutorials on YouTube. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this. You can search different things. So if you have darker skin, for example, you can put like beauty routine for dark skin, like beginner or things like that. So there's so many things you can search to find videos where people are going to tell you how to do your makeup, and honestly, practice. Also, sometimes beauty stores like have classes sometimes where they teach you how to do your makeup, or you can see if there's a local makeup artist that you can find that can do lessons. I actually took lessons years ago with a local makeup artist, so she could just show me how to use the products that I had and share tips and tricks. That was really, really helpful. And then more recently, I went online on social media and found someone and was able to use their beauty routine as well. So it's something that you're always just going to be learning, because a lot of times it doesn't come naturally. Like when I see the girls that know how to do makeup, I'm like, oh my God, you're so blessed. And if they know how to do hair, I'm like, you are definitely blessed. But these are things that we can learn or by maybe going to classes or just watching videos online and practicing. And finally, with appearance, like you don't want to look good and not smell good. So definitely have some signature scent or some perfume that you always put on before you step out of the house. Because like I said, again, the smell is part of the look. So always remember the people that smell beautiful. Anytime people meet certain celebrities, they always comment on how nice they smell. Like I think Rihanna is one of them where people always talk about how nice Rihanna smells. So definitely don't forget some perfume. Like if you don't have any perfume, I like to think you do, but if you don't have any perfume, definitely just go to the store and like test out different scents and get yourself a nice signature scent that you can always use. I really believe that when you like how you look, you just walk differently. Like there's a certain energy. Like, you know, when you walk out of the house and you're like, I look so good right now. Like there's a different way you walk. There's more like confidence. There's a pep in your step, as opposed to when you're like, oh, I feel like I don't really like this dress I'm wearing. I feel uncomfortable in this hair. I feel uncomfortable with this makeup. It affects how you walk. So to be your most confident self, you definitely have to believe that you look good. Moving on to health, you cannot upgrade your life without taking care of your body. I usually don't like to do absolutes because, you know, everyone's situation is different, everyone's different. But one of my absolutes is that everyone that is physically able to needs to be working out. You don't need to do crazy workouts if you're not a runner. You don't need to be running outside at 6 a.m. every morning. But I do believe that you can find a workout class or a routine that works for you. You can do Pilates. You can decide to just go on the gym and walk on the treadmill. Some people do cycling. Some people play a sport or tennis or whatever it is. But everyone needs to have a workout routine that they implement in their life. I just feel like it's so important to take care of our body, and working out and eating healthy is one of those things. Just start small. Like if you're someone that doesn't work out, maybe just tell yourself like, I'm going to test out one new workout class every week until I find the one that I like. You can tell yourself, I'm just going to walk outside for 15 minutes. I know it's hard if you don't live in a walkable city, but even if you don't, you can walk around your neighborhood if it's safe. You can go to the park. Just figure out what you can do to challenge yourself and just be like, I'm going to walk for 15 minutes every single day. Start drinking more water. I struggle with drinking water. Like it'll be the end of the day and I realize I haven't drank any water. So I started getting those water bottles so that I'll fill it up with water in the beginning of the day and I have to finish it by the end of the day. So that's something that you can do if you're also someone that struggles with drinking water. Try going to bed 30 minutes earlier than you typically would. This is something I also struggle with. When I share these videos with you guys, I want you to know, like, I'm not coming from a place of I'm perfect and I do all these things. I also struggle with a lot of these things. So this is also advice for me. Also, going to sleep on time. Stop going to sleep at 3 a.m. I always scroll on my phone or I'm watching TV shows and I'm like, one more episode. And then one more episode turns into like 5 more episodes. So try going to sleep at a reasonable time. You need your 8 hours of sleep if you can. With eating healthy, you don't have to go all like super healthy and like eating quinoa and all these other things if you don't want to. Maybe just like if you know you don't eat enough vegetables, maybe be like, let me just add one more vegetable to my dinner tonight. And you can have things that you incorporate into your meals that make it easier to eat vegetables. For example, I like to eat scrambled eggs in the morning. So I started putting spinach in my scrambled eggs as a way to get me to eat more greens without feeling like I'm eating greens. Or like I drink a green juice, again, getting me to eat greens without like actually eating greens. If you know you haven't been to the doctor in a while for a checkup because you don't like going to the doctor or you have any sort of anxiety about that, maybe go schedule an appointment and go get some blood work done, go get your body checked out. Again, when you feel better in your body, you just feel like you have more control. Also, all these things that you're doing to take care of your body will just give you more energy to really create the life that you want. Moving on to everyone's favorite topic, which is money. There's so many ways that we can upgrade our lives when it comes to money. So first is just tracking your spending, just to first of all see how much you're spending. So write down how much you spent and what you spend it on. And at the end of the week, I want you to audit yourself. It's crazy how much we don't realize how much we spend or the kind of things that we're buying until you actually do an audit. And then you realize like, oh my gosh, I actually spend so much money on takeout. This is an area I need to cut back on and I need to cook more at home. Or you realize after that audit, like, okay, I should be actually saving more. My savings account isn't looking too good. So you can do things like setting up automated savings. Some banks have that, which is every time you spend, they take a particular amount and just deposit it into a savings account automatically. You don't even have to do anything. I know typically when you talk about upgrading your life, especially when it comes to money, it might involve having to purchase things. But for me, my own advice when it comes to upgrading your life, when it comes to money, is actually being able to save and invest more. Like I see that as a life upgrade. Also want to be making more money. So you want to think about your salary, like how much are you getting from your job right now? Are there particular skills that you can learn that will make you be able to earn more money down the road? To upgrade your life, you need to take control of your money. The next item on the list is our relationships. You cannot upgrade your life in an environment that drains you or with people that drain you. Look at all the people in your life, so your family or your friends, and really think like, who makes me feel energized? Who makes me feel like, more positive? Who makes me feel happy? Or who just like drains me and makes me feel like pessimistic and negative? You want to make sure that you're spending more time with the people that make you feel good and are with this new life journey you're going on and upgrading your life. In order to upgrade your life, you also need to set boundaries. So again, when you think about your friends and you're dividing them in those two different buckets, maybe you have a friend that maybe, makes you do things that you necessarily don't want to do anymore. Maybe like they're the party friend and you don't want to party anymore, or they're the friend that sort of distracts you from your goals and things like that, and then they call you up and want to hang out. How can you set boundaries around those type of people that are sort of distracting you and pulling you away from building your dream life? Even if it's a small boundary, you can set it today. So if, for example, you're like, on weekends, so like on Saturdays, I need to like work on some personal goal of mine. Either I need to go to the gym, or I need to work on my business, or whatever it is, or I need to study for school. And you have a friend that maybe always calls you and tries to distract you and tries to convince you to go out. You need to set a boundary and tell them, I am not going out on Saturday because I need to do blank, and just like set that boundary and stick to it. And if this ends up being a problem where they continually don't respect your boundaries that you're trying to set, or they're continually taking you away from your vision for your life and for yourself, you might have to have a harder conversation about how to end that friendship, but that's a video for another time. I really believe that our life shifts faster when we feel emotionally safe, so you definitely want to build your circle wisely. Last of all is personal development, which I love to make videos on, and to upgrade your life, you just have to keep learning. I like to consume content that really encourages me and teaches me about having a strong mindset. Teaches me about how to become a better version of myself and how to do things that will make me proud of myself in the future. So if you're ready to start upgrading your life, how about you just start by reading one book a month that is on a topic that you're interested in? So it could be self-help, but it doesn't need to be self-help. It could be anything else. If you're trying to learn a new language, it could be a book about language. It could be a book about a topic you've always been interested in. So just read one book a month that is going to expand your mind and teach you something new. You can take a class. I love to take classes. So it could be cooking, it could be pottery making, it could be photography. Like, what can you take a class on? So again, you're continually learning and expanding your skill set. Write down your goals and look at them often. Put them somewhere where you can see them every day, and so that every day that you're making sure that you're walking in alignment of reaching those goals. It's all about you and molding yourself into the person that you want to become while still being grateful for who you are right now. So I'm going to end by saying that you don't have to fix your life in one day. If you're feeling stuck or lost, or like something's off and you're just ready for a change, you really need to listen to that feeling. It's trying to wake you up and tell you that you deserve more and that it's time for a change. We talked about a bunch of different areas. So appearance, health, relationships, money, and personal development. I just want you to pick one area that you're going to start working on today. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't go crazy. Just pick one area and just give yourself permission to build momentum over time. If you're watching this, you can be like, my area is going to be health, and I'm just going to pick that I'm going to walk 15 minutes a day. Or my area is appearance, and I'm going to go through my closet and donate all the clothes that don't fit me anymore. Whatever it is, the key is just starting with one very small step. I promise that when you start choosing yourself and choosing yourself consistently, your life can't help but rise to meet you. All right, lovelies, leave a comment below letting me know what area that you're going to be focusing on, and also say hi. I love to hear from you. I love to make videos on becoming your dream self and building your dream life. So if that's your jam, stick around and I'll see you next time.